Always cleaning it off, just so you know. So one thing I got, it's a collective haul. So there's many different places that I have acquired stuff from this week. As you may or may not know, I have an Etsy store. It's just kind of like mini journaling bundle kits that I'm doing. And that is the Garden of Paper Delights on Etsy.com. So Garden of Paper Delights. I'll put that down in the show notes. But I plan on doing some more bundles, like a mental health bundle. You can, like a journal you can do for mental health. You can write down everyday stuff, you know, what happens. And one of the things that I got for that is, these are a positive, it's called Shining Self. And it's a box. You're not going to get the box. You'll get what's in it. Positive affirmation guide for loving and appreciating your body. I am so guilty of not being, comfortable in my own body. It's been it's taken a long time for me to be comfortable in my body. And after a while, you get old enough where you just don't care anymore, right? I'm right. So anyway, this is, in those bundle kits, it'll be a mystery bundle because you don't know which one you're gonna get. But you'll probably get an affirmation card. So it is two-sided, you know, and they'll be randomly put in there. So, but if you're doing a small bundle or a small journal, sorry, the probably will have to be cut down. But if you're doing, I don't know the sizes. The bigger journals, these will be perfect for that because they are quite big. They're like a 3x3 or 3.5 inch by 3.5 inch. So it says on the box, remember to calm your mind with slow breathing and be kind to yourself. Life isn't always easy and comfortable. Yeah, it's not. And then on the other side it says, everything is difficult before it's easy. Well, that is so true, isn't it? So anyway, there's a whole bunch. There's like 50 of them in here that I'll be choosing to put in those mental health bundles. And I just set them aside until I can get to them. So they are 5.5 inch by 3.5 inch journal, mini journal, or a sketchbook, or whatever you want to have. Use it for, I got no words today, guys. I'm just taking the outer wrapper off. So they come in yellow, orange, red, and then blue, green, yellow, and then they come in pink, purple, blue. So they kind of, when put together, they kind of like a rainbow. Like a rainbow. Anyway, so I'm stocked up on little mini journals for the moment. I had a chaotic, I almost had a nervous breakdown walking through the Walmart in my town because they're redoing it. And everything is not, if you have an OCD brain or an ADHD brain, and sometimes we get that way when we get older, that everything has to be a certain way, and if it's not put in order, then your kind of brain is on fire. Well, apparently my brain was on fire that day. Everything is, there's like craft supplies in this corner, then you walk through the whole store, and then there's more craft supplies. So get it together, people. Anyway, you can tell that it makes me irritated. So I found there primary scrap pack. You get a pound. And this was like, and this is all of your primary colors. So, and they're just like, So they're all cut in nice little, this cardstock, just so you know, it's like $3.48 or whatever Walmart. But yeah, it was under $4. We'll just say that. Well, it says scrap pack, so it doesn't really... Oh, no. Okay, so there are index card size. And then there are like not a 6x6, that looks smaller than that size. And they're only one-sided, so. And these have a little texture on them. They feel textured. You can't really see it. Textured. Yeah, so that's good. So these are smooth. These are kind of matte, you know, like dull. And these are a little bit shinier, and then these have a little texture on them. So that'll be good. I can use that as a background on my journaling. And then, just when you think that's all there is, that's all I thought there was. So, then you got little ones, like smaller than a business card. But you could probably print on them, you know. So those are good. So I got some supplies. That's what I got. I gotta find a place for them. The reason for my Etsy store was to get rid of stuff, right? Right. I cannot find what I was looking for, but I did find stuff that I probably didn't need. So I have been getting some other, I purchased off of Etsy as well. So I have a shop, and I also support other people who have shops. One of my bundles. So they have colored paper clips now. They have. So what they did, and I'll show you, is they took a piece of ribbon. This came off of a thing. An Etsy shop. What did I order? I also ordered like cardstock from the Sweet Pineapple Card Company, Etsy.com. So what they did was just add a little piece of ribbon to the end of that, and then that was holding together like, it's just paper clip. This just kind of dresses it up. And I thought, well, you know, an inexpensive way for me to do that was to just get some things from the Dollar Tree. Well, they have the colored ones now. They have purple. What did I do? Alright, so there's 4 colors. There is the purple, like a lilac. There's a fuchsia. There is a baby blue kind of, and then a more of a teal turquoise color. Anyway, to dress them up, inexpensive way to dress up your bundles. You just add some ribbon, and we probably all have that. I found the big ones there for $1.25. Actually, I think they were cheaper at Walmart. I think they were 98 cents for the big ones. Red. They come in red. And orange. They have an orange. There's 2 of each. 2 red, 2 orange. There's a lime green. There's 3 of those. And 3 of the blue. So, I like using those for keeping my big cardstock packs together, or lightweight paper together. Okay, so it's all about keeping it together. Channels show that there's botanical books at Dollar Tree, so I went there, and nope, not have any of those. They're big on the crosswords there, and not so much anything else. But I found this book. It's called Make Big Plans. Kind of another positive type book. But I plan on using some pages I'm going to rip out. So, and then on this side, today I have learned that. Then you could write in whatever you learned today. So, it's kind of like you can write things down. And and then what you learned. So this was $1.25. I have the receipt right next to me. And I can read it. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And then today I'm most thankful for. So each of those pages. Today I'm most grateful for. And then date. And then like every 5 pages. Today I have intentions to. And then you fill that in. And let's see the next one. Today I have learned that. And then you fill it in, whatever you learned. I didn't learn anything today, so leave it blank. Today I am most thankful for, and it's always, you know, family, friends, you know, stuff like that. Thankful we have a beautiful day. Today I will help others by opening doors or smiling and saying, hey, how are you today? How are you doing? Checking in on people, you know, life is hard. Today I will find purpose by, and so that is always something, you know, that we need in our life as a purpose. So today, so I got that book at Dollar Tree. Got frogs. I bought some frogs just to put up in my plants. So I'm going to set them in there. Little bathtub toys. I'm just going to leave them in there. Bat toys. I never buy anything like this, but I am venturing out. Then I went and looked at decals. And I love butterflies. And so I was thinking I could redo my bathroom. But even so, you know, this is, when it's opened, is one big butterfly like that on the wall. But it is, you know. Or you could decorate a notebook or your computer top with it. Or it says there's 33 peel and stick decals on this. It's two-sided, so it's 33. So I got that, a big old butterfly. I actually have these colors in my office, which is kind of my studio too. So I have all those colors in here. My curtains are like those colors. So then I found this to be very pretty. This is also a butterfly. As you can see by the picture, it turns into a butterfly. But you could put it like on a corner, you know, like if you had a corner of a room you want to decorate, you could put one of the wings on one side, one of these on one side, and then put the other one on, you know, matching on the other side. Make a butterfly in a corner, or you could use it at journaling. So I've got 2 of those. I wanted to. They were $1.25 each. And these are, there's 14 peel and stick decals, and they're removable. So, because it's a, I thought the print was very pretty. Very pretty. So I've got decals. I got 3 decals. It's an easy way to decorate without, if you live in an apartment like I do, you want to decorate inexpensively, is to not punch holes in the walls, you know, with nails, because some companies don't like you to do that. That's a good way to do it. So I'm gonna put on the inside of my locker at work. We have, you know, schedules, whatever I need to hang up and have at a glance. So I'm gonna do that. And then, I'm not done yet. Then I have a magnetic locker box pocket that I'm gonna also put at work. At work I have these and use it for that purpose. Do they stay, you know, is the magnet pretty good or not? You know, so that is this is my Dollar Tree. All these things that I purchased. Not that I had the money for it, but I was in there. I went in there for something completely different. And then another one, I did buy a stapler because I have a little thing that I want to try. But I got all these ideas, all these from the Dollar Tree, and then the cardstock from Walmart, and the affirmation guide cards from Amazon. And I believe that's it. These mini notebooks from Amazon. So this channel will be just for the creative side of me. Where have a great day, have a great weekend, get out and enjoy this beautiful weather if you're in Wisconsin. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Have a great day.